The art of modeling clay has antique origins and is closely linked to the evolution of every civilization. Social and economic events have influenced its development in various areas and different parts of the world. During the Venetian reign in the 17th century in the northeast of Italy, the first manufactured ceramics were made. There, where the waters of the river Brenta leave the valley of the Val Sugana to make their way towards the Adriatic Sea. It was here that ingenious and persevering men realized what immense resources this territory offered and found a way of using them. The high quality clay, excellent for the mixtures needed for ceramic production, the timber to feed the kilns, the water from the river to power the great mill wheels and to provide the waterway along which the products could be sent to Venice. In the centuries that followed, the traditions have been passed down from one generation to another, right up to the present day. It is within the tribulations of the tradition that over 30 years ago, in 1977, Giuseppe Bucco and Flavio Cavalli founded their ceramics laboratory, Lineasette, in Marostica. They set up at once a bold project for research and experiment, which, within a short time span, began to consume their entire production. Their common intent was to find new forms of design which could be combined with the new production techniques that were emerging, with the intention of creating and defining a new and original artistic identity. The new artistic identity became a concrete reality with the development of two particular intuitive ideas. The first of these, which involved experiments and later the use of new mixture of substances for ceramic production, porcelain Gres, which, baked at 1200 degrees, coats with a considerable reduction in volume and consequently a reinforcement of the physical characteristics, resistance and impermeability. The second, derived from the research of essential, modern and clear-cut lines, characterized by a monochromatic engobe coating made up of a mixture of clay, siliceous sand and various mineral oxides, which, as well as coloring the products, imparts a particular and very original rough surface, a characteristic of sculptures. Thus arouse a multitude of extremely evocative objects, all of which have been clean, soft, smooth lines which curve in common and come together repeatedly. Just as it was from the start, the curving shapes created by Lineasette are reflected in the soft undulation of the countryside itself, made up of soft rolling hills, among which the ceramics laboratory can be found. A landscape which, through a variety of aspects and characteristics, becomes a visual stimulant for the works developed by the two founders of the company, as well as by those others who have contributed to the artistic project created by Lineasette, in which every single creation is the answer to the precise requisites of harmony, equilibrium, movement, joy, and freedom. Every single object studied by Lineasette becomes a sculpture of pure and essential form, as if time and the continued working of the atmospheric agents had intervened on the surface, rubbing off every superfluous tract. The result is a flow of free and harmonious shapes, rough or smooth, opaque or shiny. All of them make their mark, and they are all stunning in their airy simplicity. Through continued attention to detail, the careful study of sketches and models, the objects, produced by hand, developed one by one, step by step. The care and attention paid to each minimal detail which every collaborator devotes to every single piece is the guarantee of the excellent craftsman's quality. Today, after over 30 years of activity, Lineasette has decided to move its production to the artisans area of Nove, while the laboratory, opened in the 70s, is located a few steps from the historic centre of Marostica and has become the showroom where the latest creations can be admired. passion and the enthusiasm for their profession, following the footsteps of a tradition of over 100 years, the attention paid to new trends of artistic expression in contemporary design, the use of materials of the highest quality and handcrafted, using the experience of traditional artisan, are the fundamental elements needed for the creation and realization of every single piece signed by Lineasette.